Well, I must say, even before I met her, I was a great admirer of Jacinda, the way she pushed through decisions, the way she managed the Christchurch attack, the terrible, and this is important to say, vicious attacks on her by people, mostly men in her country, whenever she spoke, whenever she did anything that was courageous and representative of what a woman leader should be. I met her in June last year when we were discussing together our challenges that were quite common, notwithstanding the fact that she comes from New Zealand, I come from Europe, and I lead the European Parliament, but also about the opportunity that our generation could give to younger women who should not be discouraged from entering politics. Because it doesn't, those facts sometimes don't come out. When I heard the news this morning, it was actually my mother who messaged me and told me, listen, did you hear that Jacinda, as though she knows her first name, is resigning? And I saw the press conference and I was at one hand very sad, but then angry when I started to see the reactions of even angry comments, beneath my tweet saying, why would someone feel that she has no energy left in the tank to continue? This is where we need to pull each other up as women. Having said that, I respect her decision. I hope to meet her again as a friend, but I also hope that her legacy will mean that more young women in New Zealand will take up leadership roles.
Good leadership also means knowing yourself. If you don't have gas in the tank, like she said, the absolute highest leadership and ethical thing to do is step back, model self-care, and give another person a chance. So she's basically modeling what male leaders should learn. No ego or running your party or country into the ground. I'm impressed. So I live in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we just finished our general elections 15, and we had a 98-year-old prime minister candidate. So just sit with that for a second, a 98-year-old. You don't even know if you can live for your whole prime ministerial term, but they will not give up power because power is addictive to them. And that's not healthy power. What we're talking about in women leadership is empowerment. And so I feel like Ardern is actually practicing a form of feminist leadership, which is shared power.
I think from a younger generation's perspective, she's putting her self-care above all else. And I think people will look at her as demonstrating courage. It reminds me a lot of when Simone Biles decided not to compete in the Olympics in Tokyo in 2021, and she cited her mental health and her well-being as the reason for doing so, and she came out as a hero for doing so, and I imagine that this will ultimately be seen in the same way.